Thanks, Jordan. So it wasn't just Jordan and I that put together this 2016 Athlete Congress. We're here thanks to the work of the Regional Input Council, or RIC for short. Regional Input Council members, when I call your name, please stand and wave. Representing the Southwest, Tim Spence from Butler County. Representing the Northwest, Mary Nigro from Mercer County. Representing the North Central, Mike Baker from Tioga County. Representing the South Central, Mike Stevens from Blair County. Representing the Northeast, Nina Canaria from Columbia-Montour County. Well, not here with us today. Our Southeastern representative, Josh Stranix, also played a big role in helping us prepare for this Athlete Congress. The chair of the Regional Input Council, who is also the athlete representative elected to the SOCA Board of Directors at the 2014 Athlete Congress, Melissa Warner from Bucks County. Mentor of the RIC chair, Margaret Gay, who is also on SOCA's Board of Directors and Programming Committee. And last but not least, our 2016 Athlete Congress Chair, Ernie Roundtree from Monroe County. RIC members, Chair, and Ernie, we now hand it off to you to lead us through the 2016 Athlete Congress.
Thank you, Chelsea and Jordan. It's great to see not only familiar faces, but also some new faces too. To get us started, the RIC and I will be given an orientation on what to expect throughout Athlete Congress. To start us off, Tim will review the schedule for the weekend.
Thank you, Ernie. The schedule can be found on the PowerPoint presentation and within your binder on the handout titled 2016 Athlete Congress Agenda. This schedule has all the times and locations for our sessions, meals, and social activities. Please be sure to arrive on time, if not a few minutes early. To eat as well. We will be starting promptly at the scheduled time. While we will be spending a lot of time in this room, we will also have plenty of breaks scheduled. However, feel free to quietly excuse yourself if you need to use the restroom during the session. All of our sessions will be in this room 208, unless noted otherwise. Please sure to take part in attending the dance tonight. The morning walks on Saturday and Sunday. The leadership building conference opening and closing session on Saturday and Sunday. And the team building activity on Saturday after the banquet. These social activities require your attendance. Are there any questions concerning the schedule? Okay. Next, Mary will review the etiquette.
Thank you, Tim. While proper etiquette may seem like common sense, it's still good to refresh ourselves every now and then. All of us are athlete representatives and athlete representative mentors representing our local programs. It's important that we act in a professional manner at all times. What that means is being on time to all sessions, listening to all members of our breakout groups, not using your phones during sessions unless there's an emergency, providing and accepting consecutive criticism, and respecting everyone in attendance at Athlete Congress and Leadership Conference. As a reminder, the attire for Saturday is business professional and Sunday is business casual. Are there any questions regarding etiquette? next topic, Melissa and Ernie will review the role and expectations for any of you that may wish to nominate yourselves for a spot on the Regional Input Council or 2018 Athlete Congress Chair.
Thank you, Mary. As the chair of the RIC, I have a great pleasure working with some of the best athlete representatives from around the state. Being elected on the RIC is a great honor, but also a big commitment. The nomination form can be found on the PowerPoint presentation and within your binder on the handout titled Regional Input Council RIC and 2018 Athlete Congress Chair Nomination. As you can see, 3 regions are up for re-election: Southeast, North Central, and Southwest. The programs in Southeast are Lebanon County, Lancaster County, Lehigh County, Berks County, Bucks County, Montgomery County, Schuylkill County, Delaware County, Chester County, and Philadelphia County. The programs in North Central are Clearfield County, Center County, Clinton County, Lycoming County, Bradford, Sullivan County, Tioga County, Potter County. Last but not least, the programs in the Southwest are Lawrence County, Beaver County, Butler County, Armstrong, Indiana County, Allegheny County, Washington County, Westmoreland County, Greene County, and Fayette County. Only athlete representatives from local programs in these regions mentioned prior may nominate themselves. The reason why serving on the RIC is a big commitment is because we have conference calls 1 month prior to each board meeting. We also have other scheduled conference calls throughout the year. Each RIC member is expected to gather input from not just athlete representatives in their region, but also ask athlete representatives to provide them with input from other athletes in their local program. That input would then be shared with the rest of the RIC to determine how we should move forward with the issue we are working with. In order to ensure that input is being collected at the local level and received by the other RIC members, RIC Chair, SOPA staff, both the RIC member and mentor must have consistent phone and email access. RIC members may also be asked to facilitate a portion of the Athlete Input Council during state competitions to share important information with other athletes around the state. That, however, is only asked of a RIC member competing or volunteering at that event. Each RIC member will also be expected to attend the 2017 Leadership Conference to facilitate the Athlete Leadership Celebration of Achievement session and to help organize the 2018 Athlete Congress the following year. While being a global messenger is not a requirement, each RIC member should have a strong communication skills with their mentor, other athletes, other RIC members, and SOPA staff. Each RIC member must have a committed athlete mentor regardless of availability level. Athlete rep mentors are responsible for reviewing agendas, meeting minutes, listening in on conference calls to stay up to date, help prepare for any presentations, and provide any other support when needed. All athlete reps interested in nominating themselves for a spot on the RIC should check with their athlete rep mentors to ensure both are comfortable. 2 years ago, I got to serve as the chair of the 2014 Athlete Congress. Just like being a RIC member, it is also a major commitment. To explain the role and expectations of Athlete Congress Chair, I will now pass it back to our 2016 Athlete Congress Chair, Ernie Roundtree.
Thank you, Melissa. Like all other RIC members, I was also expected to participate in conference calls, facilitate Athlete Input Council, and our Athlete Leadership Celebration of Achievement session at last year's Leadership Conference. Beginning this year, my role grew as we were preparing for Athlete Congress. I was responsible for leading discussions during our RIC calls with Athlete Congress updates. Just like with RIC members, the Athlete Congress Chair is not required to be a global messenger, but they also have strong communication skills. However, I became a certified global messenger shortly after being elected Athlete Congress Chair, and it has helped me a lot. Unlike the RIC members' election, every athlete in attendance may nominate themselves for this position regardless of which region they're in. Every athlete in attendance may vote for who the 2018 Athlete Congress Chair will be and be able to vote for themselves if they have nominated themselves.
Athletes may nominate themselves for both a spot on the Regional Input Council and Congress Chair. If they are elected into both positions, they may only choose one to serve in. Whichever position the winner decides not to take will be given to the runner-up candidate. The overview can be found on the PowerPoint presentation and within your binder on the handout titled RIC Overview. Many of the responsibilities assigned to the RIC will also be assigned to the Athlete Congress Chair. As I mentioned earlier, athlete representatives, please talk with your athlete mentors to make sure both of you are comfortable serving in the role of RIC member or Athlete Congress Chair. The deadline to nominate yourself for the RIC or Athlete Congress Chair is 10 o'clock p.m. tonight. Please fill out the nomination form with your athlete rep mentor and return it to Jordan or Chelsea anytime between now and 10 p.m. Once your nomination form has been turned in, you are then required to prepare a 1-minute speech explaining why you should be elected onto the RIC or as the Athlete Congress Chair tomorrow afternoon. Are there any questions on the role of the RIC member, Athlete Congress Chair, or athlete rep mentor? I will now pass it over to Mike Baker, who will explain the purpose of our Breakout Group discussions and Breakout Group report.
Thank you, Melissa. Throughout the weekend, RIC members will be facilitating 2 different breakout groups. Currently, you are sitting within your breakout group, and Saturday will be the same. Please do not move your binders, as these will be your seat placeholders. The breakout groups were created to ensure both have equal diversity based off of age, gender, and region. Each group will be asked a different question and then sub-questions to help generate conversation. Each group will be required to provide at least 2 goals and action steps and a third if they believe necessary. Each group will then be asked to vote on 1 goal and action steps to be called upon for the ballot. Each group will elect an athlete representative to report out on the goal and action step. Are there any questions for a group discussion and or breakout group report out? I will now hand out to Mike Stevens to explain how we can call for ballot and count votes.
Thank you, Mike. As mentioned prior, each breakout group will be required to develop at least 2 and an additional third goal and action steps. Each breakout group must then select 1 goal and action step to be called upon for a ballot. In order for a group to be able to report out a goal and action step, at least 2/3 of all group members must vote in favor of reporting it out. The 3 voting options each member has are yes, no, and undecided. That means you are in favor, against, or indefinite against the vote. Once the goal and action steps have been reported out, the Athlete Congress Chair will call for a ballot. Members from both breakout groups will vote on how they wish to move forward with the goals and action steps provided by both breakout groups. In order for us, the RIC, to bring it to the SOPA Board of Directors, at least 2/3 of all members must vote in favor. If we do not receive 2/3 of the votes in favor of the priority, it would then become a priority for the RIC in 2017. Once everyone has voted, the ballots will be counted and the final results will be announced. In the past, Regional Input Council members, Athlete Board members, and the Regional and the Athlete Congress Chair were not allowed to vote. However, since there is less than half of SOPA local programs are in attendance, SOPA has gained permission to vote to RIC members Mary Nagro, Tim Spence, Mike Baker, RIC Chair Melissa Warner, and 2016 Athlete Congress Chair Ernie Roundtree to vote, as they are the only representatives from their local programs. Are there any questions on how the voting works? I will now hand it over to Nina to review the role of athlete rep and athlete rep mentors throughout the weekend.
Thank you, Mike. Athlete rep is serving as